how are we all doing? I hope everyone's having an amazing day and welcome back to another Sims 4 video. Today's video is a speed build of the Addams Family Mansion. It didn't turn out exactly how I want it, but it was the best I could do for the Sims 4, and it is available to download on my gallery, Samantha X3112, which I will put down below. So it does have more packs than I would like, but I wanted to make sure it was as close to the original build as possible. Obviously this build has been inspired by the new Netflix show Wednesday, but the build is based on the original mansion because they don't really show the mansion in the new Netflix show. Have any of you seen it and what do you think of it? Sometimes when they remake shows they are nowhere near as good as the original, but I honestly really like this new series, and I think that Jenna Ortega was amazing. Building this was giving me serious Halloween vibes, which is weird because I also just built a Christmas build. I built a gingerbread house, which is also on my gallery, and I want to do a few more Christmas builds this month and get them out before Christmas. So if you have any suggestions on what I could do or anything you want to see, comment them down below and let me know. A floor plan for this house was all over the place, and I had to look up a floor plan on Pinterest for some of the house because I just couldn't figure it out, and there were so many diagonal walls which made furnishing so much harder, which you will see soon, but it all worked out in the end and I actually loved how it turned out. I filmed most of the rooms. I didn't include the bathrooms because I just find them really boring, and when I'm watching videos I don't really like seeing the bathrooms, and there was nothing special going on in them. There is 3 bathrooms, 1 on each floor, and they're all just copies of each other. I'm also redoing some of the townies houses at the minute, and the last one I was doing was the golf mansion, and this build was reminding me so much of that. They both give off the same spooky vibes as each other, but the golf mansion I did give it a bit more of a modern twist in this one because I wanted to give it more of an updated look, but I still kept with the main style. That build will be up soon on my gallery, and I have been filming the process for a TikTok. Would you be interested in seeing a speed build of that one too? I could definitely upload it here. Or is it too similar to this build? I'd maybe have to break up a bit of a few videos in between. For the landscaping of this one, I didn't do too much. I wanted to keep it very simple, so I just done simple gravel path and then covered it with a lot of different shades of dirt and only done a small amount of plants in the lot. I used some of the debug cottage living grass. It just adds a bit more texture to the ground and make it look less flat. I was planning on doing some terrain tools with this build to make it look like it was more up on a hill, but the lot I chose was quite small and it just wouldn't look great, and I did try a few different lots, but this one just fitted the best with the original house. The fence I found is debugs, cats and dogs, and it looks so good with the house. I don't know why they didn't include it in the actual fences. And in case you didn't know, you can access the debug menu by pressing Ctrl+Shift+C on your keyboard. That'll open up the command bar on the top left and type in bb.show hidden objects and bb.show live edit objects into the bar. Then in the search bar type debug and it will allow you to use thousands of items. I will put this in the description box down below as well, but it's the items that can be found throughout the world that the Sims team have used but haven't included in the pack, and there's some good stuff in there. I think my favourite debug is probably cottage living debug, but there is a few downsides to it. You can't use the eyedropper tool just to copy it, so if you see an item you want to use in a few rooms throughout, definitely grab a few of those out straight away. And you do kind of just have to scroll to find what you need. It isn't sorted in any way, it's just sort of thrown in there, but it can add so much detail to your builds and it's always good to get more items. I went really simple with the floors and walls and just used the same throughout the whole house. The decor is mainly bookcases, knights, and they're really expensive. It made the rooms fit more with the dark and dingy style of the Addams Family Mansion. A lot of these rooms are quite small, so I've done my best to include all the items needed to make everything functional, and I'm pretty sure all of it works fine and is functional. The dining room was probably the hardest and the one where I'm not entirely sure if it will work or not. And considering it's just a table and chairs, I found it so hard to figure out the layout of it. I've done my best and I think it should work. It's just not as cluttered as I hoped it would be. Which most of this build is cluttered with random objects like boxes and bits of wood and rocks, which is a style I never usually do. I'm so used to doing pastel or bright colours and lots of plants and cute clutters, so doing a really dark build with little to no colour was very tough. I did absolutely love this room though. These wall planters from Seasons, I pushed them into the wall and made me so happy because they just add that little bit of colour but it doesn't stand out too much. I also added the chess table, planters and woodworking table into this room, so your Sims would have some sort of skill building activities to do. There's also only one computer in this house, which is in the study. I wasn't really sure about putting one in, but in The Sims you kind of need a PC and it's really hard to play without one in the household, so I thought I should at least include one. One thing is I really love this living space. I don't know what it is that I love so much. Maybe it's the mismatched chairs because it's really simple and there's not that much in it. I just loved how it turned out. I did want to include a fireplace but it didn't fit, so I put a table in instead and put some decorations on it and added a fireplace to Matisha and Gomez's bedroom instead. That's the downstairs pretty much done now. Just have to do the ballroom and then a few more bits of clutter that I add in, and then we're moving on to the bedroom. I think I have most fun cluttering up the bedrooms because I can just add random bits into the room and try and match it more to their personalities. It turned out so good. And the bedrooms also had a lot more colour to them. So like on Wednesday's one we had a wee bit of purple in there, same as the master bedroom, and we could add in toys and stuff as well to the rooms. I think I'm going to make the Addams Family as Sims as well and play a bit with this build. I probably won't record an event, probably just for me personally playing with it, but I think it'll be really fun to do. My favourite kind of gameplay is like legacy play and just Sims with a story, which also I am doing the 100 baby challenge at the minute on TikTok. I'm doing it as a TikTok series, so check that as well. I'll also link my TikTok down below. I was thinking of doing it as a YouTube series, but I just found that the videos were so long and I didn't want the videos to be super long, so I just edit them down into little clips and I'm doing it on my TikTok. I was thinking about maybe doing a live stream on there and doing it that way, so then I don't have to worry too much about the videos, but I probably will still record it, edit it down and still post up my TikToks for anybody who doesn't get onto the lives. That's us onto the master bedroom now, and you can see I did get the fireplace in here. The build doesn't actually have a chimney on it, but it's a sim, so it doesn't really matter, so we'll just ignore that. I had to get that pop of purple into the room as well with the rug. This is the last few bedrooms on the second floor, then we'll move on to the top floor. I didn't include it in the build, but it took me so long to get the stairs to fit without messing up the floor plan, so they are a bit random. They're just kind of in the middle of the hall, but it's the only place I could get them to fit. Wednesday's bedroom was the only room that included toys, but I thought if you are playing with the family, she is a child and she will need toys to build skills and keep her fun up, so I thought it would be just best to include it. I'm pretty sure there is spider webs in the paranormal pack that looks so much better than these, but I used so many packs already, I didn't want to add more, so I just used these spider webs from Seasons and added them randomly into rooms. The lighting in this house varies so much between the rooms, and usually I just use that tiny spotlight and make the rooms really bright, so I'm not used to this yellow lighting, but I think the difference in lighting makes sense with the use of candles and wall lights, so I think it actually looks okay. This lab I used a lot of clutter from Get to Work. I used the glass container with bugs and animals in them on the counters to make it seem more like a lab. I would love to do a more detailed version of this build and more to the original floor plan, but it would take so long and it would take so many items. I feel like by the time I was finished it would be so hard to run and play in. That's the final room done. I just added a few more rocks and landscaping bits around a lot, and like I said, you can download this on my gallery smurfitx3112, and you can check out my other builds there too. That's the video for today. Make sure to let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Make sure to like and subscribe for more Sims 4 content, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!